When you play the Game of Thrones, you
Subscribe and like.
or you die. There is no middle ground.
Alright, hello YouTube. So, we're back on the Grease Goblins channel. I hope you guys are all enjoying your Halloween week. This is gonna be like a Halloween week for me for the channel, because I'm doing like all the villains slash mysterious characters this week. So if you guys are excited for that, subscribe, like, comment. We're doing the others. Euron. Probably gonna do Ramsey, well, not Ramsey, the Boltons and the Freys, like in this video. And then I'm also going to be doing a video about the who hired the cat spa that killed Bran this week. So, yeah. All those will be uploaded at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time this week. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, yeah. So the Boltons and the Freys. I've touched on both of these houses in different videos, but never given them their own videos. If you haven't seen, I did a Lady Stoneheart video where I talked about the possibility of it's a really bold theory. It's not likely to happen. I just thought it was a really interesting topic that Robb Stark could come back. If you want to know more about that, you can go watch that video. But within that video, I talked about that there's going to be a revenge Red Wedding. So in the show, Arya ends up killing all of the Freys. Now, I think that moment is not going to be given to her. I think that moment's going to be given to Lady Stoneheart. I think that's going to be like her last big act. That she's going to get revenge on all the Freys and basically eliminate House Frey, if possible. Because House Frey is a very big house that I don't know if they're going to get completely wiped out. Because, like, somebody mentioned in a earlier video, that House Lannister probably won't get out completely eliminated just because of how many, like, different, like, Lannister, like, uncles, aunts, their kids, all that. It's probably, they're probably going to live on. It's just the major Lannisters probably get killed off. That's kind of how I feel about the Freys, that I feel like we have this wedding between, you know, one of the Lannisters and a Frey. And I think, you know, all the important Freys are going to be there. I feel like the only Freys left after, you know, Lady Stoneheart maybe uses what I think could be possible is she uses Jaime. Instead of just bringing or getting Brienne to bring Jaime so that she can kill him, she actually uses Jaime a little bit and then maybe wants to kill him after, but Jaime gets away or something. That Jaime actually gets them in, or some of Stoneheart's men into this wedding, and then we see that happen. So that's why I think House Frey is doomed. Also, I forgot to say, this video was by the comments. I keep forgetting to do that, but this video was by the comments, so I'll put that up on the screen right now. If you would like to have someone that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. I will do my best to do it. I'm getting kind of backed up on those, so if you ask for something, it might not be for like 3 weeks now, but I will try my best. But yeah, so getting back to that, I think the Frey house pretty much gets eliminated for the most part. I think they lose a lot of power in the next book. And really, that's all I got to say about the Freys. I just don't think the Freys are going to control much power, because you see the Freys, most of their backing and power comes from the Lannisters, as we see with Jaime helping them out and trying to, bring peace to the Riverlands. It's just not going to happen. Looking at Aegon going for the throne at this point, and Daenerys is going to be coming soon. Just the growing split between the Tyrells and Lannisters. The Lannisters are probably not going to be in power much. I've talked about this a lot in many videos, because it's a very important plot point. That they're going to lose power eventually, and that kind of goes to their ally as well, because we had this Bolton, Frey, Lannister alliance with Tywin when he was in power. The Boltons have a similar fate, except I think the Boltons are completely going to be killed off. I don't think there's going to be a Bolton name left. Kind of what Sansa says in the show, where she's like, your house won't live on, you'll be forgotten. That's what I think will happen to the Boltons. Now, how they go out is where I'm a little confused, because The Battle of Ice, which is what we're going to see. I've talked about this in the Stannis videos. The first video I did on A Song of Ice and Fire. Thank you guys for getting that video. The 1,000 views, our first 1,000 view video on the channel. That's appreciate that. But Stannis, I think, wins this first battle because they send the Manderleys and the Freys out. I think the Manderleys switch up on the Freys. I think Stannis has a plan that once they hit this ice, he's going to use like a lighthouse or something like that, to lure them onto ice, and then the ice breaks because of all their fishing holes and stuff, and they die. So I think Stannis will win this first battle. Now, my problem is, will Stannis win the battle for Winterfell? Not so sure. Could he? Yes. Could he maybe lose enough troops in this to where he feels like he can't win the battle to where he has to retreat to the wall, and maybe he just stays up there until the others come, and helps fight them? Because I'm not sure. I don't know if he could win the Battle of Winterfell. He definitely would probably have the advantage at this point, men-wise. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think on Stannis. If he's going to be able to, win the Battle of Winterfell. Not the first battle, the second battle, when he's actually going to have to go against, Roose. I'm not so sure. Because then you also have Jon, who's presumably going to get resurrected, as we've seen from the show, and I think it's probably going to go that way. I think it's going to be done a bit differently. Basically using that Jon warged into Ghost, and then somehow they bring they bring Jon back through Ghost. And then Jon takes the wildlings because he already intended to go south to attack the Boltons. Maybe he meets up, or maybe Stannis dies, and the rest of Stannis' forces come to help Jon retake it. Who knows? Because Sansa at this point shouldn't be in the north yet. Sansa really shouldn't have an impact on this battle unless it's very prolonged and goes on for a while. So it shouldn't be like the show where Sansa shows up with the Vale forces, because that's going to A, take a while. B, Moat Cailin at right now is controlled by, I believe, the Boltons. Because they retake it. So I don't know how the Vale would actually get there to have any impact on this. So I think what it comes down to is, and there's also Rickon with the Sagagosi. I just did a video on them. A lot of you guys, were quoting George saying that Rickon does have a larger part to play, which I didn't know before making that video. So maybe he brings the Sagagosi as well to help Jon retake it or something like that. My problem with Rickon, and it's what I talked about in that video, was I feel like Rickon just doesn't have... His plot just kind of interrupts a lot of other plots, like Sansa taking power in the north and all that stuff, which is what I think we could see, as well as Jon, because they're never going to support Jon while Rickon's there. So Jon could be, I guess, maybe your protector, your Lord Protector, pretty much. So... with that being said, the Boltons lose. They're going to lose somehow. If it's not to Stannis, it'll be to Jon or Rickon. Either way, they're going to lose. Maybe Stannis is just the first battle to really weaken up the Boltons, and then, Jon and then the others can come in and just finish it off. Either way, the Boltons are not winning. Which, I think is good. I personally don't like the Boltons. Roose is a very weird guy, okay? Roose, let me know if you guys want me to do a whole video on Roose, because there's theories about Roose being a vampire, him being part of the others, like he's secretly a White Walker, he's an assassin of the many-faced god, like, who knows, okay? Very weird character. I think Ramsay... his ass gets killed. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say. Basically, if you are a fan of House Frey or Bolton for some reason, it ain't looking so good. I would definitely say for House Frey, it's not looking good. House Bolton, maybe they survive Stannis and they live a little bit longer, but House Frey, there's just too many things they let slip. Okay, the Blackfish is also in the Riverlands. He could look to get back Jane Westerling, and Edmure, as well as the Wolf Pack is here with Nymeria. It don't look so good for House Frey. That's all I'll say. Which is good because fuck House Frey, honestly. But yeah, that is all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think about those two characters, or not characters, two houses, and what do you think their fates are going to be in the story. And I will see you guys tomorrow with probably a video on Euron. So I will see you again at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Bye, guys.